Welcome back, friends. Today we are going to talk about the most beautiful animal, man's best friend, dogs. This whole episode is about dogs and their contribution. Be it right, be it wrong, some might like it, some might not like it. But the man's best friend remains man's best friend.
Successfully so, that would have put thousands of additional agents and officers on the border.
First, let me respond as to the
Please.
rallies. She said people start leaving. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. And the people that do go, she's bussing them in and paying them to be there and then showing them in a different light. So she can't talk about that. People don't leave my rallies. We have the biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history of politics. That's because people want to take their country back. Our country is being lost. We're a failing nation. And it happened 3.5 years ago. And what's going on here, you're going to end up in World War III, just to go into another subject. What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. As far as rallies are concerned, as far as the reason they go is they like what I say. They want to bring our country back. They want to make America great again. It's a very simple phrase, make America great again. She's destroying this country, and if she becomes president, this country doesn't have a chance of success. Not only success, we'll end up being Venezuela on steroids.
I just want to clarify here, you bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there had been no credible reports of specific.
It states, the RoboDog's mission is guarding the residence of the president-elect, Donald Trump. It belongs to the US Secret Service, the unit responsible for protecting VIPs. The agency also used the technology last summer during the NATO summit in Washington, where dozens of heads of state and government were present. The robot can detect and inspect suspicious packages and is programmed to patrol on its own or be operated remotely by a handler. A considerable asset, according to former members of the Secret Service.
Anytime you have a failure in security, it's 95% of the time it is human. At 3 a.m. it's not asleep or it's not drowsy, and it's recording and memorializing everything.
Costing around $100,000 each, a fully charged robot dog can patrol for 90 minutes. The American-made robot was previously used during the COVID crisis for remote medical consultations and was also deployed by New York City to avoid exposing its police officers to risky situations.
I don't want to have a police officer go in a building where there's someone that's dangerous and lose that police officer.
In Los Angeles, the authorities used one to intervene after a shooting. It's able to open doors by itself before entering and inspecting the scene inside. The robot is unarmed, but some of its rivals, like this Chinese RoboDog, can be equipped with weapons of war. The US Army has been following suit recently, conducting tests of their own versions of the so-called four-legged robot soldiers. Whilst happy to be protected by the robot version, Donald Trump readily admits he's not a great fan of real dogs, having never had one in the White House.
Be it the mechanical dog or the dog which we know since ages, the love for the dog never stops. It keeps on increasing. You see, couples are fighting for custody of dogs nowadays, more than children. This is the transformation of our dog to this kind of dog. Even in this new role, it is doing the same thing it has been doing since ages. Being man's best friend, being his protection, care. Look at the cute ones. Bye bye.